here, it's there. This now connects to your cell phone, and when your cell phone rings, these are gonna ring wherever they're at. When you get a text message, these are gonna be able to be your now text. It's like an extra hand of your cell phone. All in your home. This is gonna have everything that you need. This is a $120 unit. Not for $100, not for, that would be great at $100. On a Black Friday deal, you're getting all of these for $89.99, 5 flex on everything here at HSN, so it's $18 in free shipping to get this home. Bill Duggan, the attaching to my cell phone was turning the corner for me, right?
Well, that's just it. A lot of us don't even have a landline anymore, but we have the cell phones.
You have the cell phone.
This is an upgrade for any household out there. My mom still has a landline.
Yep.
But she was ignoring those phone calls on the landline. She'll let it go to voicemail because 9 out of 10 times it was a solicitation. Because guess what? The last 2 years they've known we've been home and they've been testing it. So I'm gonna call the bouncer. I'm gonna try to get through and try to get through on the landline and call you during dinner, during that meeting. What you're gonna hear on my end, it's ringing. I'm calling the house right here. These are not ringing.
Calls to this number are being screened by Smart Call Blocker.
They're not getting through. I have to identify myself. I have to get through by identifying myself. A robocall cannot do that. So it never rings. If it's not a robot, if it is the mechanic who calls every so often, if it is the school that calls every so often, they can press pound and get through. So when you are having the family dinner and you hear the phone ring, like, oh, the phone's ringing, I probably should get it because it's a human on the other end of the call, which is great. So that's a nice upgrade in terms of the landline users, which is awesome. But then also you have all the great features of what they give you: longer, better range. Do you know more people make phone calls on a VTech phone? It's one of the #1 selling portable phones out there. So this is their best value. But then you see nice large screen, which that's an upgrade in of itself for those older eyes. Every key is backlit, which is nice and great. They all have their own speakerphone on here. And they even have your voice assistant. Because as you were talking about, Tina, like my house, I do not have a landline. I have a cell phone. I have one cell phone because yes, it's expensive, but more importantly, all those numbers and everything in my cell phone, I can now access them over here. So I met Tina out at the club. We'll go with this analogy since you're looking fly over here.
What's up?
She gave me her number. It's in my cell phone, but I'm upstairs. I come down here, I can actually grab this because it's the bedside table in the office. It's gonna give me my voice assistant. Oh, it's saying muted. I have to hit it 2 times. But more importantly, I come down here, I can hit and get my voice assistant.
Is it gonna say Tina?
It won't say Tina. But the cool part about it is it will connect me to my Siri, connect me to my assistant on my cell phone.
Okay.
Text message, Mom.
What do you want to say?
Have a great Thanksgiving. So if Tina was in my phone, if Tina was gonna give me her number, the best part about it is I could have texted her from, you know, the landline phone. The landline
it really
phone,
is
or phone
like,
call.
this is my cell phone.
Pretty much, yeah.
Right? So when my cell phone rings, this is gonna ring.
Exactly.
When I get a text message, that I can do all the things from here. It's like another cell phone.
I'll call you right now on the cell phone. I'm gonna call over here because Tina gave me the number, and the thing is, Tina's upstairs putting the kids to bed. It's ringing right here. Am I downstairs? Do I have this on me? Nope, I can get it in the kitchen, the office, the bedroom, the man cave right over here. Pick up that telephone call. Yep, here we go. Have that great telephone call.
What?
So if you are that cell phone family, this is great. You know, I got this from my sister, because truly, we have the landline, we ignore it, because, you know, it was grandma's phone number and mom's phone number, now it's hers, and I can get through, which is the best part about it. She knows when the landline rings to pick it up. But she also has dead zones. She takes her cell phone into the kitchen, and it's like every other, I'm like, can we just talk on the landline? I call her back, she picks up on one of these receivers, boom. She's having a call, she can put me on speakerphone.
Okay, so if you know there's a good spot in your house where your phone, if your phone is there, but I have this in the dead spot, which is also
the garage.
No, it's where I go pee. It's the little room that I go potty in.
Okay.
It's my dead spot in my house. I don't know where yours is, that's where mine is, right? But if I take this now in there, it's really getting the signal from my phone in the good spot?
Correct. And by the way, it's your cell phone, his cell phone. You can connect 2 cell phones to this system, which I also appreciate. You're there having a conversation on your cell phone.
Yeah.
I can be over here having a conversation on the landline. So it's actually a 2-line system in the house.
It's like a 2-line system.
So whether you
Why is this blowing my mind? Like everything Bill is saying, and I'm like, that's amazing.
Funny, everyone who's been after is like, we're selling phones? Like, is it the 80s? But if you do, and a lot of us do have a landline phone because it's a backup to when my cell phone's dead, when the towers are down or jammed. That's why it's great to have a landline system. But a lot of us have ignored that landline system because we get those annoying robocalls. I'm gonna call the house again, because guess what? I've decided to run for office. I need you to extend your car warranty. I have your number. It's ringing.
Hello. Calls to this number are being screened.
It's
by
not getting
smart
through.
Call blocker.
I didn't
That
know.
is huge peace of mind.
I was just joking when I said bouncer, but it is like a bouncer.
It totally is. It's that administrative assistant in the front of the office, and it's like, oh, I'm gonna go see him now. It's like, no, you're not gonna get through. And that's the peace of mind, because when those calls get through,
Yeah.
all of a sudden you're like, hello. They know you're a live number.
Yeah.
They'll start selling that number to all the different places, and then it's grandma on the other end who's like, wait, my car warranty? Grandma, I haven't paid my college loans. I haven't been in school for... But they're susceptible, young and old alike, to those robocalls and scams. So that blocks it. I set the system up for my mom actually Thanksgiving ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, Mom, how was the weekend? She's like, it was so nice. It was so quiet. And that's just it. The phone's not gonna ring incessantly. And speaking of that, I wanna show everyone real quick the nice big bright screen over here, but also how easy it is to set this up. Because more importantly, you're not even gonna have to go through all these settings.
Yeah.
But then just by coming over here, and it takes you through.
This voice guide will assist you with the basic setup.
It takes you in the sped up process. You don't even have to read the directions.
Smart call block.
Which, here's another cool example of something else too. So you're getting 4 different handsets.
Yep.
Do you know the base station with its answering machine, with its individual keypad, can actually be its own telephone?
So really it's 5.
Bingo.
It's really 5. 4
Exactly.
is the handset, but this is also a way to use it as well.
So yes.
So for $89.99, whether you or the person you're gifting this to has a landline, doesn't have a landline, all you have to know, whenever I call my mom and she doesn't pick up, first off, Mom should be like available all the time. I know I'm 44, but I'm like, Mom, I'm calling you, right? But every time I call her, she's like, oh, I was upstairs, it was charging downstairs, or vice versa. And I'm always like, Mom, the phone goes with you, right? You just take, wherever you're at, take the phone with you, but it never works out that way. Right?
Yeah,
No,
they're not glued to it.
Right? I'm always like, I left it on the couch, and then now I'm in with Riker taking, bath time, or whatever it happens to be, right? This is being able to just take your one cell phone and now having technically 5 different ways of being able to get the calls, being able to do your text messages, anything like that. So we're taking the normal handset way we've used it years and years and years and years, and just upgrading the technology.
Which is so important, because when is the last time you upgraded that home phone system?
Yeah.
You get interference. You're gonna get less interference because of the way they've designed the system. You're gonna get better range. Have you ever been on that handset and you're just walking out to the garage, and as soon as that door closes, it cuts you off? 300 to 500 extra feet of range, which is great. But that's true. I did it for my mom the exact same reason. She'll be on her phone in the morning, good morning, da da da, and then she leaves it in bed, goes downstairs and makes coffee. I call her. She's not answering. She's not answering. And I was like, what? If I called her on the landline, she used to ignore the landline. So
she doesn't know it's you.
Because she thinks it's a solicitation. So I keep trying on the cell phone, but she doesn't hear it. So when I call the cell phone, this is the best part about it. The phone is upstairs because she just left it on the nightstand. I'm gonna call through, and the cool part is it's gonna ring in the kitchen. It's gonna ring downstairs. Whether she answers it, this is ringing. Now it's ringing throughout the house. Do you hear it's announcing it too? Do you see the screen? It's actually putting the number up there as well. So what I appreciate too, maybe Mom doesn't want to talk to me yet. She doesn't, she's not totally awake, because I can be a lot in the morning. But more importantly, when she gets back upstairs, she realized I missed a call.
Yeah.
So it registers. Okay, I'm not calling anymore. But the best part about it is you have that notification. And yes, you will even get notifications on the handset that you have a text message or even a social media message.
Yeah.
You can't read the text messages here, but you can go back to your phone.
You'll know that, that you have, it's a notification.
I love the fact that this phone was very expensive. This phone was very expensive.
Yeah.
I don't always have it with me, but I can also ring back to my cell phone. So you saw me place a text message earlier. I can be over here and place a telephone call. I can ask how many days till Christmas. I'll hear the little chime. Call the HSNPA desk.
Calling HSNPA desk. Home.
Because the pizza parlor phone number's in my phone. The mechanic's number's in my cell phone, but boom, I'm ringing through.
Now, this has it because it has it from the cell phone.
Exactly.
Okay.
And now our fans are calling in too.
Who was our fan?
I don't know, I blocked it.
Was it Ty Mayberry? Tell him he's not on the show today.
But that's just it. So your landline calls are gonna be blocked. That's great in terms of pre-screening the calls, not gonna get through, but you can set it up a variety of different ways. Numbers you've stored in your directory, numbers within your area code, or there's another range you can do. That is the landline system.
And you can do both. You can have your landline and still use the cell phone function.
Exactly.
So you don't also have to pick and choose.
Like my sister's house, she has a landline and cell phone.
Yeah.
My household, I just have cell phone.
Cell phone.
But now I have the cell phone range in terms of throughout the house. Because upstairs, downstairs don't always have it with us. It's the smart call blocking. There are other companies out there. Your phone will ring, and I have to manually, hello, Oh, where's that call block? You have to manually go block it.
Yeah.
This pre-screens those calls. It is the bouncer at the front of the office, at the club, not letting you through.
I feel like some people are thinking about getting rid of their landline, even though they love having it, because they don't like those calls. They're like, I just want to get rid of it because that's so annoying.
Calls to this number are being screened.
Not getting through, sorry.
You know, somebody told me the other day that, you know, we get the ones that are like, would you like to contribute to this or that, or, you know, whatever, or they're trying to scam you or whatever. Somebody said that they're calling her and asking her if she wants to run for an office. And I was like, that's
a
new.
twist, yeah.
And I was like, there's something up with that. Not that I don't think you can run for office, but I'm just saying, where's the sneaky
hook.
part of that, right? It's
trust-
just, it's so weird.
And that's just it. My mom even gets susceptible to spam emails. I got an email about my account and this and that. You're cutting those off. The calls that come through are the ones you want to hear from, which is great. And then the calls that we get on our cell phones and that interactive capability, because remember, I can come right down here, go to my voice assistant, and I can ask the handset, what's the weather? How many days till Christmas? I'll hear the little chime. How many days till Christmas?
It's 33 days until then.
33 days. I showed you the
It's
setup.
33 days?
Right. I showed you the setup process because with that Thanksgiving when I set it up for my mom, it was a really quick and easy upgrade. She didn't even know she'd had them connected. It was actually very discerning for her at one point. It's like, why is the phone ringing? Because it was her cell phone. But it was ringing throughout the house. So it was just that extra range. When you can't find them, this will find them.
So really, it says 4, but we're gonna say 5 because this base, if this is somewhere else, this also can be used to receive, make phone calls, all the other things. So really, it's 5 once we break it down to how many places you can make and receive information and phone calls. Landline, yes. Cell phone, yes. Both, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Grab it on a flex pay. What is that,
More
$18?
money, no.
More money, more
This is
money.
more money. This is the best price we've ever had it on.
VTech, and it's a brand that we've been buying from for such a long time. This is a great,
'cause they're
great
number
Black
one.
Friday deal. I love that.